Hey, beautiful spirits. So I wasn't going to record a chit chat today. I was just going to do a watch party of an old one. But I was talking on the phone today, and we got on the subject of, people ask this all the time. Would you, if given the knowledge you have now, if you could take it with you, would you go to a certain age and start over? Would you do something different? Would you change things in your life? Now, my answer to that is yes, I would. And that brings a lot of controversy for some people, or a lot of uncertainty or stuff, because would it change how your life is today? Completely. So you have to weigh that out. Like, say you had that opportunity or whatever. Someone came to you today and said, hey, guess what? We've got this time machine here. We can do this. Do you want to take this opportunity? I don't know. So, like for me, I've said before that certain things, I mean, we all have things that started when we were kids, that shaped our programming. But if I went back to 4 years old, which is the first memory of where the programming started, where the cactus patch comfort zone started, that's too early, I think. That's too early. A 4-year-old would have no idea what to do with the information that I know now. So, another time is 12 years old. So, and this is a lot, because that means you'd be going through things again. Now, would I go back to 12 years old at the same years, though? Yes. Would I come back at this time? Probably not. I think in a lot of ways for myself, coming back as a preteen in this day and age would be way too much for me. But back when I was a preteen, things were not as pressuring as they are now. You could still be a kid and not be pressured to, with all this Instagram and all this makeup and oh my gosh, it didn't exist back then, and I'm really glad that it didn't. Because if you're a depressed preteen or whatever, it's too much. It's too much. Anyways, other people may disagree with that, and that's totally cool. So anyways, yes, I would. And I realized that would change the relationships in my life. I may not know some of you, which would suck because I love you. But would there be other wonderful people in my life? Yes, there would. So, but I think having the knowledge I have now, going back to 12, I would change from that moment things I did. Like in the instance of what happened when I was 12, I wouldn't allow my parents' reactions to a report card derail me. I would have kept going on the straight A's path, whether they made fun of me or not. And I'm not saying anything bad about my parents. I learned years later from my mom that she thought by being difficult and almost insulting to me was tough love, and that it was building a stronger me. It didn't for me. It does for other people, but it didn't for me. So anyways, would I go back to that moment and not let that bother me? Because you can't control what other people did. You can only control your own stuff. So I would go back and I would change that, and I would continue on the straight A's. I would continue on doing gymnastics. I would have continued on doing things. I would not get on the drinking and drugs path if I could help it at all. I wouldn't. I would go the straight A's in gymnastics and keep my time busy with that path. So that's just one example, and that's a personal story of mine that I'm sharing with you. Can't say in confidence because this is public, but so I would go that way because my life would have turned out very different. Who knows? Would it be better or worse? I don't know. And some could argue, well, if you're regretting or whatever, no, I'm not regretting, because I personally right now do not have the option to go back to a certain age, fall asleep, have a dream, have some angels or whatever give me the knowledge I have now. I don't have that option right now. We may in the future. Who the heck knows with everything? Because all time exists. Everything exists all at the same time, if you believe that. So anyway, but since I don't have that option, and we don't have that option right now or whatever, um, I don't regret any of those things that have happened, even though a lot were very painful, because they all brought me here. And being a late bloomer can be looked at as a bad thing, but it could also be looked at as a good thing. And you are where you're supposed to be at all times. And what do you do with this moment? What do you do with this moment right now that can shape your future life? What do you want your life to look like in 5 years, in 1 year? So you can start as if someone came to you and gave you knowledge today that said, hey, if you want this thing, you do these things and you'll get there. So in a way, we have that gift right now today. So I just wanted to share that because I think that's a pretty cool thing. And we all, if we accept where and who we are at this moment and know that everything has happened for a reason to bring us here, and it's all for our greatest good, no matter what, even the most painful parts. Didn't you grow? Didn't you grow hugely in those times? So I don't want any more hard stuff. It's been quite a crazy 4 last years at least, but did they shape me? Yeah. So what we can do is utilize those times for good. We can love ourselves and we can utilize our pain for purpose. We can turn it into a positive by being grateful for getting through certain things, for the things we've learned, and for the action we now know we can take. Because prior to this knowledge, we didn't even realize we had that option available of actions to take now, maybe. I don't know. So I think since we can't go back, we can start today and make our life everything we wanted it to be right now. And I'm here to help you do that. I'm here to help encourage you and cheer you on. And I'm here at this level where I'm at, sharing my personal stuff, sharing about depression, anxiety, and all those other things to let you know that I'm with you. I get it. And I'm reaching out to you to help you up so we can walk on this path together and make it to full, abundant inner cups where we can share with the world. That is what I envision for us. So let's start today. Start today. Appreciate everything, even the painful crap. Appreciate it. Give it love and say thank you for teaching me what you taught me. I now know what to do better and move forward from there, because that's what it's all about. Okay, anyway, big sparkles to you. And thank you to my friend I was talking to on the phone for bringing this up. And I did a poll on Instagram. I've never done it before. So we'll see how that works out. And if I get any answers from it somehow, maybe I'll share. I thought I was sharing it to Facebook. I don't know if it did. You know, I'm not the tech savvy gal, but I'm learning. Anyways, be the sparkle, find the sparkle, and I'll see you later. Bye for now. Happy Friday.